Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining our fourth quarter and full year 2021 financial results conference call. 2021 marked Revance's first full commercial year, and we could not be more pleased with our execution, ending the year with over $72 million across our products and services. These results were led by our RHA Collection, the latest advancement in hyaluronic acid dermal filler technology that continues to gain share in the large and growing U.S. filler market. We now have over 3,000 accounts in the U.S. across our dermal filler and fintech platform, which generated over $500 million in gross payment volume for the year. Our focus on innovation and our customers will continue to be core to our ability to scale in the years ahead. Coming into 2021, we had 5 key strategic priorities: obtaining FDA approval for daxibotulinumtoxinA for injection for the treatment of glabellar lines following the deferred action of our PDUFA date in November of 2020, strong commercial execution, advancement of our therapeutics franchise, disciplined capital allocation, and a focus on our people, culture, and diversity and inclusion. I would like to take a moment to review how we tracked on these priorities as well as provide some recent updates. First, while we did not receive FDA approval for our neuromodulator product as we had anticipated, we made meaningful progress in advancing our regulatory path. Earlier today, we announced that we have successfully manufactured 3 consecutive drug substance lots and 1 drug product lot as required by the FDA for the qualification of our new working cell bank. The completion of the manufacturing activities paves the way for the resubmission of our BLA for daxibotulinumtoxinA for injection for glabellar lines as soon as possible. You'll recall that based on our Type A meeting with the agency in December, a complete response to address the outstanding observations related to 1, the qualification of our new working cell bank, and 2, our drug substance manufacturing process required us to qualify our new working cell bank by producing 3 consecutive drug substance lots and 1 drug product lot. This qualification process was already underway at the time we announced our Type A meeting results, and we are very pleased to have completed the qualification activities in a timely manner. We are now working on our resubmission package and will provide an update once we have resubmitted our BLA. As we have indicated previously, and based on our Type A meeting, a reinspection of our manufacturing facility will be necessary once our resubmission is accepted by the agency. Further, based on FDA regulations, once the resubmission is accepted, the agency has up to 6 months to complete its reinspection of our facility along with the review of our resubmitted BLA. We remain focused on getting our neuromodulator product approved as soon as possible and look forward to engaging with the agency to facilitate this process. As I already addressed our commercial execution in my opening remarks, I will now turn to our third strategic priority for 2021, the advancement of our therapeutics franchise. In 2021, we successfully completed both our ASPEN phase 3 clinical program for cervical dystonia and our phase 2 clinical program for adult upper limb spasticity. The completion of our cervical dystonia clinical program marked the second successfully completed phase 3 program for daxibotulinumtoxinA for injection, demonstrating that the drug was generally safe and well tolerated with an extended duration profile across both therapeutic and aesthetic indications. For our adult upper limb spasticity indication, we completed the phase 2 clinical program and also held a productive end of phase 2 meeting with the FDA, which informed the requirements for our phase 3 program for this indication. Given our progress, we are poised to file a supplemental BLA in cervical dystonia following the approval of daxibotulinumtoxinA for injection in glabellar lines. For our adult upper limb spasticity program, given some of the cash conservation measures that we had implemented late last year due to the delayed approval of our neuromodulator, we have paused the commencement of that phase 3 program and will continue to evaluate the proper timing for its initiation. Turning to capital allocation, we have been disciplined in evaluating and pursuing opportunities that will generate the highest return for our stockholders. To that end, we have been prudent in our efforts to balance growth and cost throughout the year, particularly following our CRL, to maximize our financial flexibility. These ongoing efforts have allowed us to end the year with cash into 2023. Finally, in spite of the challenges presented by our remote and hybrid work policies due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have worked hard to foster employee engagement while also creating a strong culture that embraces diversity and inclusion. These priorities involve programs and initiatives across all levels of the organization. Of note, we successfully met our corporate diversity and inclusion goal for the year, spanning across talent leadership forums. Before I turn the call over to Dustin to walk us through our fourth quarter operational achievements, I would like to review our strategic priorities for 2022. First, our primary goal remains gaining FDA approval for daxibotulinumtoxinA for injection in glabellar lines as soon as possible. We're actively working on a resubmission, which will bring us one step closer to that goal. Our second priority is to continue to drive top-line growth through our products and services, which will continue to be anchored by the RHA Collection of dermal fillers in 2022. Third, we plan to drive deeper penetration of our Opal relational commerce platform now that we have completed the PayFac migration and are able to expand the platform's functionality. Fourth, we will continue to focus on disciplined capital allocation to drive long-term value for our stockholders. Fifth, and finally, we will continue to invest in our people and our culture upon which our success is built. I'm thankful for all of the efforts and dedication of the Revance organization in 2021, and I look forward to our shared success in 2022. With that, let me turn the call over to Dustin, who will cover our performance in the fourth quarter. Dustin?
Thank you, Mark. Let me start by echoing your appreciation to everyone in the organization for all the hard work and progress we've made during the year across both aesthetics and therapeutics. In 2021, we capped off our first full year of commercialization by recording over $70.8 million in total RHA sales. These results were driven by RHA's innovative technology and a strong execution across our Revance aesthetic strategy, which continues to differentiate Revance from other competitors. In the fourth quarter, RHA sales totaled $23.8 million, representing an increase of 138% over our first launch quarter, supported by new account growth, increased account productivity, and the impact of traditional seasonality. The second and fourth quarters are typically the strongest periods for aesthetic procedures in each calendar year. We're excited to build on RHA's momentum in 2022, particularly as we leverage cross-selling opportunities in our products and services and as we introduce RHA Redensity to our collection. You'll recall at the end of 2021, our partner, Teoxane SA, received FDA approval for RHA Redensity, which was previously referred to as RHA 1. The approved indication for the treatment of moderate to severe dynamic perioral rhytids or lip lines further augments the versatility of the RHA collection, providing injectors with a wider range of treatment options. The product was well received by investigators in clinical trials, and we look forward to launching Redensity in the second half of the year. The RHA collection now includes 4 distinct formulations that are dynamic, natural, and adaptable. And we are currently working with Teoxane to bring new filler innovations to the market that will enable us to continue to fulfill the unmet needs of both injectors and consumers. Turning to our FinTech platform, an important highlight of 2021 was the launch of Opal. Opal is designed to help aesthetic practices optimize operations while enhancing consumer relationships. It's the first of its kind relational commerce platform for the aesthetic